If you play something wrong, play it again 3 times and they'll think you're a genius. It is 12:30 on the Saturday, Christmas Eve. I have done 0 Christmas shopping yet, and I'm now going to try and go out and do it now. Really thinking this was a bad idea. I hasten to add, so far, Cambridge is relatively quiet. So far. We may be stuck in massive traffic jams in a minute, but... That was incredible. I've got here faster than I would on a normal Saturday, and it's the Saturday before Christmas. It's crazy. Anyway, let's go and do some Christmas shopping. I keep thinking I've slept through Christmas, and it's like the Saturday after Christmas. You got my list? Fantastic. Which one?
The one next to the striker one.
I'll press on it then. Let's have a look. How much is it? Ah, dear. Let's go find in store. Day 23, as you can tell, it's been a very, very busy day. Although not as busy as I thought it might end up being, although I've still got quite a bit to do. But we are talking about today, for me, the most important saxophone player I think ever. And that's Charlie Parker. The reason for that is the influence he's had on the instrument after he played it, the short amount of time he was actually on this planet, and the impact that he's had on saxophone players who have come after him. He really is that important in playing the saxophone. In a way, for me, Bird he's our Mozart in jazz. He really is. He's that important. You know, in 100, 200 to 300 years time, people will still be talking about Charlie Parker. I don't know how many others on this list will be in that category. Bird was born in 1920 in Kansas City. As I've said before when I was talking about Lester Young and Coleman Hawkins, those Kansas City battles, Kansas City in the 1930s was the place to be for jazz. And so there's no coincidence that there's Bird as a teenager growing up in that environment and, you know, kind of learning it. But there's that great story of Joe Jones, the Count Basie drummer, throwing a cymbal at Bird's feet. He didn't throw the cymbal at Bird, but he threw the cymbal at Bird's feet, and Parker didn't practice, I think, for about 3 or 4 months afterwards, but then came back and used to put Benzedrine, I think it was, in his coffee so that he could keep practicing so much. There's loads more about Charlie Parker in this vlog here that I made on Bird's birthday. Please go and check that out if you really want to know more. I'm not going to speak much more today about Charlie Parker because I've got so much more to do. Suffice to say, the playlist, it was great fun to put that together. Of course, the Charlie Parker story would not be complete without the tragedy of the early life, the drug addiction, the alcohol addiction, the waste to a certain extent. You know, think of what Bird could have achieved had he stuck around for that amount of time. But did he just know that he wasn't going to be around for so long, that he crammed so much in to such a short space of time? My favourite Charlie Parker quotes: if you play something wrong, play it again 3 times and they'll think you're a genius. Or there are no such thing as wrong notes, just wrong resolutions. That second one is really true. I think the first one's quite true as well, but I've never been called a genius. Bird was called a genius many, many times. A great, great musician. I mean, just across the board, those recordings with strings are amazing. You know, some people at the time thought Bird was selling out by doing those albums with strings. For me, they're some of the greatest records he ever made. I mean, that intro to Just Friends is just incredible. So I'm going to stop talking now. I've got plenty I need to get finished with today. But thank you very much for watching this one. Go and enjoy the playlist. Check out what was happening yesterday here and what I was up to this time last year, which is probably just about as crazy as everything is today. I don't mean to cut Charlie Parker short. I've just, as I've said so much before about him, and I think his music just speaks for himself. So thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for day 24. Thank you. Bye-bye.